All right, we're back. We're back. So now, what we're doing right now, looking at the playoff pictures. Right now, I'm number 6. So yeah, either we can go up or we can go down. But as right now, we number 6, and we get a preview of what the number 3 player likes to run, because that's who we play today. So with nothing else to say, let's go ahead and play this game. So the tanking hasn't been going the way I wanted. My traffics keep going higher and higher. Oh yeah, for the ones that don't know, I changed my name, changed my uniforms. Let's see where you going. That's fine. I'm cool with that all white pad. Alright. We might have our hands full.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Luberjacks of Tokyo taking on the Mounties of Honolulu.
Yeah, I gotta try to make $80 million in like 4 weeks, and I only got one home game left. I think I had
and he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
We're gonna go really aggressive for now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And you already hurt my guy.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
You already hurt my guy.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's
They'll
good
keep it
run.
on the ground. McIntyre. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Gates.
Thank you.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by
Let's go, Quan.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Ooh, look at that tight rope. Look at that tight rope.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lumberjacks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That's a nice little tight.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone.
Let's
His early
go.
struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out left to Dotson.
Let's go.
Touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And
Aww.
he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand.
Oh, come on. That should have been a pick.
Make sure it's open before the ball leaves
That
your
should have
hands.
been a pick.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle,
Good.
you go down on
Good
the spot.
stuff. Good
Because when
stuff.
you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that
Go
was
ahead and
actually
get
a pass as he popped it forward. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun.
Good throw.
Gates. It's caught by Mike
Good
Evans.
throw.
And he's
He's gonna
going
go
to
back
get
to
this
it.
inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Ran the hole.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That was a good run. I just knew that was
behind the line
fast.
of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Good way to get there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake.
Oh,
Gates.
get there.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Good job.
And they'll
Good
have
job.
the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
I probably should have stayed in the end zone, but the momentum was already taking me out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
I tried to do
It's a
that.
loss of 4 on the first down play.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw from his end zone, Sheehan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Let's see what this do.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got his
Let's go.
That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Walker. Breaks the tackle.
Good job, boy. Good job. Good job.
Up here to right at the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. That's slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Couldn't get it off.
Comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
That was unnecessary.
Off the bootleg, Sheehan.
Good
It's going to be
job.
caught downfield by Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Option play.
I got stuck. What's that, face mask?
The yards won't come so easy as they'll
Boo.
in fact tackle him behind the line.
Boo.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And going right back to Walker. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now they'll shift things around. Off play action. Sheehan.
Just a tad bit too much, huh?
But he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd.
I should have had just a tad bit more.
But you're right, not to be. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throw left side complete.
I've seen it just a bit too late.
Down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Back to throw. Gates. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Gates sliding out of the pocket. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Brown. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Thank you.
And for the 4th time
I couldn't get
tonight,
to
it's
it
an
myself,
interception.
but I told them to
Picked up
watch
by Cameron
him.
Curl. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Like, why do they do me like
They
that?
end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. Sheehan.
Let's
Toward the
go.
pylon, caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell from 8 yards out. And the Lumberjacks continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lumberjacks 24, Mounties nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it.
That was
and we'll
good
see
run
these two
for
teams go to
something.
the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with
Oh,
those guys
good
on the
throw.
defensive side of the ball.
Good
They've got big
throw.
smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A final shot before break.
He could have threw it
Gates,
to me.
and this is incomplete.
He could have threw that to me.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Mounties nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, Sheehan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards, a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2nd and 9.
42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Sheehan. And his throw is
That was good
incomplete.
stuff.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I had it. I just couldn't get off that block.
Sly able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what the freshest few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put
somebody. Oh, it wouldn't let me click on them. It would not let me click on them.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
I ain't tripping.
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Mounties get a bit closer. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just points from here on
There we go.
Yeah,
squeeze through that, sir. Squeeze through that, sir. There we go. That's the run we wanted.
Bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Sheehan.
Ooh, look at that catch.
That ball caught by Campbell.
Look at that catch.
Touchdown. Paris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll increase increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Luberjacks 34, Mounties 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Oh, pick!
I don't think there's a whole
come
lot of reason
on.
to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Outside guard, tight end. Going to the outside.
To throw on third down.
Good throw.
Gates.
Good
And
throw.
will find the
He kicking
open man.
forward.
That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
3 yards. And the Honolulu.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I
On
thought it
first
was
down,
gone.
Gates eluding the pressure right.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The
I know he was
defense
trying to throw it
rising
away.
to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To throw on second down. Gates. And a catch right side by Evans. Been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That was smart.
He will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Gates. Escaping the pressure right.
He almost had me.
He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken
He
down.
almost had me.
Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Looking to throw on second down.
Got him.
Gates. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll
Boris
look to
got
throw.
you. Come on,
It's
man.
caught
Come
inside the
on.
25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gates. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good job.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Again,
this
he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Good touchdown.
They'll try to run this in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Mounties get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Good job, D.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
He ain't on it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Outside.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down
Yeah,
now
see
to
how
the
they do
32.
me.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake.
Come on, how?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Sheehan.
Good
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
That's good hit by him.
And the
Bad
return this
throw.
time
Bad
will
throw.
go out to the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Flushed out right. He
Oh,
finds his target.
that
It's
is so
out.
irritating.
And he's going to be out of bounds legs, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Gates.
We'll take it.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Gates going quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ah, good throw.
Back to throw again.
I thought it was going to be lower.
He's got a man complete, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Brown, the motion man right.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on first
Wasn't
down.
nobody guarding him.
Gates. It's complete.
That was so weird.
Right, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Gates.
That should have been
To the
picked.
end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From
Shoot.
the gun on third down. Gates.
He missed it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They better not call that on me. What was that?
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
That was whack.
And they move the ball forward.
That was so whack.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Looking to throw. Gates. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. A 5-yard touchdown.
Here we go with that
And the
cheese
Mounties
stuff
have got it
again.
back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've
Nah,
locked the
that
door
bad
up.
interception,
Instead,
that's
it's still
all.
open a little bit,
That
and
ain't
they got
not-
a puncher's chance.
Couldn't get to like 2 or 3 on.
So after the field
threw a
goal,
couple of
Riley
dots.
back
I
out,
can't-
she'll send this one away.
I can't deny that.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 150 57 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh my goodness.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
That's why I'll never throw with him.
Patrick Queen. And the return starts.
That's why I do not throw it with him.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Gates. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
No, come on.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Off play action. Hand. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Sheehan looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete.
I didn't catch that till so late.
Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after
I didn't catch that till so late.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Sheehan.
Yeah, let's throw that away.
Wide going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive.
That is true.
The interception.
I kind of do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Let's go.
Sheehan. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lumberjacks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
I'm supposed to be
Extra play by
thinking though.
Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Mounties 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep,
Let's see
here
if we
comes
got
a
another
return.
turnover.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be
Good
disappointed
throw,
about
my
several
guy.
things with this ball
Good
game.
throw.
The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next
Get the
time
speed.
out? This, they'll use as motivation.
No
for the
way
rest
he
of the
caught
time
that. Great catch.
to hopefully never
Great catch.
this type of situation again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
I can't
As
even
they'll
you
stop
mad
with
at that one.
13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gates flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is
No.
intercepted, but they're
I saw
out of
that.
bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a
Yo,
lot of
can we
others,
buzzer
winds up
that?
incomplete.
We can't buzzer that.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch
Yeah,
it.
we got
nailed
us
it
a
on that
win,
one.
but it
You've
kind of
gotta
hurt
be
us in the
mindful of the
draft pool.
sideline.
But
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Tokyo, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Curl had him a great game, interception wise. I thought we had this one though. Nope, it wasn't that one. That was just a great pass by him. He picked on forward. I guess. I'm telling you, once I get Kenneth Walker more touches, it's a reason why I ain't trying to wear him down before the playoffs. This one, he just gave himself up, I think. Oh no, he actually tried to throw it. This kind of hurting my soul. 32 yards. I thought we played that perfectly. Maybe we should have tried to undercut it. That was a bad interception by me. So another bad interception. Harris Campbell, 58. And I seen him so late. I was waiting on Diami to cut back that I didn't even notice him until like right there. And mainly because I was looking at that safety too. But then like right there, I seen the separation. My thing was, please don't overthrow him. And I kind of underthrew it. But yeah, that was a good game. Dang, we threw for 5 touchdowns. $12, 156. 11 for 18, well, let's just say 250. 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. Marquise Brown had him a hell of a game. 10 for 213. Tackle for loss. Feel like he stayed in my backfield too long. Well, it's only 1 sack given up, and we got that. No forced fumbles. No defensive touchdowns. Yeah. Just a good old hard-nosed game. Oh, Vincent, what's up? Bro, you trying to help me out with getting PS Plus, bro? It wouldn't mean a lot to me. If I had it, you'll have it, bro. Just throw it on hybrid. And then Troy. So those are only 2. What my trap piss look like? I don't know if I'll be able to get people who I want now. They keep going higher and higher every week. There's one thing I was trying to look at. Ten. All right, everybody, we gone. We calling it. I appreciate everybody stopping through. But yeah, this concludes this game. Till next time, we gone.